I'm good.
Hey guys, Cordy Rage here. What's up? And with me is Shoot Me 410,
Why would you go? Oh, toasted.
trying our hand at some YouTubing. But what I really want to talk to you guys about today is some big news that dropped for the vanilla private server community. And I want to give you a hint, see if you can guess it. It involves greed, corruption, and a server shutdown. So yeah, you guessed it. It was the Elysium shutdown and rebranding as Lights Hope Chapel. Now, for a little bit of background, for those of you that don't know, there's been a lot of drama behind the scenes around the Elysium server, private server as a whole. I think it's mainly around the staff being insincere, not trustworthy, but this is kind of where the rubber meets the road and forced the more trustworthy portion of the staff to set themselves apart and, give it another try. Now, I'm really interested to see if this new server will take, if people will, stick around, because in my opinion, it's kind of like you're dating a girl or a guy and everything's going well, and then out of nowhere they cheat on you and they tell you about it, and they're like, no, but it's okay because I deleted them off Facebook, deleted their number, I don't talk to them anymore. Can you really trust them? Can you go back to them? So that's what we're going to talk about today. Really want your guys' opinions on that too. I think it's pretty much 50-50 for the people that are going to continue to play and invest their time, and the people that are just done with it entirely, because this isn't sort of the first time that a big server has gone down and people have invested many days of slash played, like Nostralis, Stellaris. So I want to read a little piece for you guys. If you go to lightshope.org, that's where you can get a little bit more of an update. This will be more of the Cliff's Too Long Didn't Read piece, but on Monday night, in-game on Elysium, the GM sent out a message saying the server will be down for an indeterminate amount of time, and they send you to this lightshope.org page. It pretty much says, eloquently put, the Elysium project as it exists today is no longer a viable project due to the systematic problem of oversight on those with most access to the servers. That would be, the corrupt staff, Krog, Shenna. You guys have probably heard about them and what they've done, stealing donation money. It was really calculated, which is the worst part. It wasn't just sort of a one-time deal. They had really planned this out, which is the worst type of deceit. But since this has gone up, they put up two updates. So number one, the Lights Hope server is up. I've seen a few people post in stream that it is up and running. So there's a high population the other day. It was like 6,000 people. Not sure if that's going to stick around. No way of knowing. Update 2. There may be some, what this means to me is there may be some issues with your password protection. Some accounts may be at risk because they're they're forcing you to change your password in game. Interesting. I'm interested to see how many more updates there will be, and really when everything will settle, when the dust settles. I'm not sure. But so my main talking points here, I don't want to beat a dead horse, but what I wanted to do Shoot Me 410 here has only retail experience with WoW, and we collabed just recently to start this channel, and actually 2 channels separately, and we're working on a lot of stuff together, trying our hand at it. I got him into private servers, and then this just kind of happens out of nowhere. So I really wanted to get his opinion on this, considering it's sort of unbiased. It's a different perspective, a perspective that it's probably not going to get too much of. A lot of people in this community, you know, played vanilla, they played Burning Crusade, they played all the way up through, and Matt 410 is not. So
Good day to you.
what do you think? Take a step back. I know you did a little research on this. You watched some videos, some of the other people's videos. What are your thoughts?
I don't know, like, it just seems like it's, I don't know how to put it. I don't even know if you can trust them anymore, though. It's like, it's the same people. Not to be mean or anything, but it's still the same people. Are they just going to do the same thing going to happen to them that happened last time? Or, I mean, what's...
Yeah, so it seems
I don't know, like, they chose the wrong people the first time. Why are they not, how are they not going to choose the wrong people the second time?
Yeah, and I've heard that argument already. You know, you're not alone in that. They took 2 cogs out of the operation, but
yeah, but you got to put them. You got to put something back in, and how do you know that you're putting the right something back in?
Yeah, that's a real question.
I mean, just from a business standpoint, I don't know if you can put your trust back into the product even.
Now, as of right now, Elysium, from what I understand, is going to go back up. Krog and Shenna are going to be working on that, and the rest of the team is going to be on Light's Hope. So they're going to run simultaneously. That's from what I understand.
Yeah, but is that any better? I mean, that's worse. Now they're splitting in half.
Oh yeah, I'm right there with you. It makes things a little bit more complicated because, yeah, it's tricky.
I don't know if you can. I don't know. Me personally, I don't think I'd put my trust back in them. That's just me. Again, I'm not very versed in this yet, but I don't know if you can. Just from an outsider point of view, just for anything. Yeah, somebody takes your money, or somebody you put your trust into somebody and they prove you otherwise. I mean, do you try it again, or what do you do?
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I do want your opinion on something. What really seems to be Krog and Shenna in these interviews and everything, they seem to be backing into the same corner, that they were forced to do what they did because they weren't making money, the server was going down, and it all revolved around the idea of pay to win. WoW as it is now is pay to play and pay to win. I mean, you can buy the game, buy the next expansion, get a free 100 or 110. You can buy pets, and it's subscription based too. I mean,
that's just how Blizzard is.
Well, and this is Blizzard content technically, but
well, I mean, yeah.
To keep these servers running, all the expenses behind it, the developers, the staff that have to work on it, they have to be paid somehow. And if it's not donations, if there's not enough donations happening, cash shops open up, which means like you can spend $5-10 and you can get real pieces of gear in game, or weapons. Now that affects gameplay. It gives you an unfair advantage. If you drop $50 on a character versus somebody who doesn't, you're going to have an unfair advantage. You have an advantage. Whether it's unfair is up for debate. But then there's
be careful.
Cash shops that are strictly for pets, things that don't really affect the gameplay.
All cosmetics.
Tabards, that sort of thing.
I believe in cosmetics. Like, if you want to spend your money and get a cool mount, more power to you. But like I can't stand the pay to win type games.
Okay.
And that's what it kind of sounds like at two-handed. What is it? Mace. I can't have it, so you can pass. You can have it.
So you don't like the pay to win?
No, definitely not.
Okay.
Like especially like I guess you didn't really pay for these servers, but like even if you pay, especially if you pay for the game, it definitely, in my opinion, should not be pay to win. Because like then you're just taking anything that's
Okay.
You're taking a game and you're making it more expensive.
See me breaking up there.
Am I good now?
Yeah, you're good now. It's interesting you say that because it seems to be where a lot of people stand as well. So you kind of have the same idea there. Now, do you have any questions about what's happened? Because you're kind of coming into this in the thick of it.
Yeah. So basically, like it was a group of people, and I'm still trying to fully understand it. I guess some people that are tuning into are doing the same, but it was a group of people that started a server just like we're on, but it started going down, so they made some bad business choices, right?
Just so you guys know, we're on Warmane right now. That's what we're streaming. TBC content. We like vanilla, but we also like TBC. So, proceed. Go ahead.
Yeah, so like it was a group of people, and they made some like really bad, I guess not really bad, but pretty bad business choices, and that's what led to all this, correct?
Yeah. Yeah. So the server wasn't getting the donations. People were.
So they turned it into pay to win, right?
Yeah, the way I look at it is you're not supposed to make money. You should be compensated reasonably for your time. I mean, you definitely deserve something for developing the game. You're not going to do this work for free because even if you do love it, it is work.
Right.
But what happened more specifically is Shenna ran into some personal problems. I think parents were in the hospital, mom, dad was in the hospital, and she came across some unexpected expenses. Not sure how healthcare is in Russia, but that's kind of an adult problem, and she sort of tried to fix it with a childlike manner. You can't just go steal something because you need it, right? She needed money. She just stole it from a pot of donations. You don't do that. You know, you're an adult. So that was the breakdown. And Krog didn't really specifically speak about troubles. I guess he was just greedy and is corrupted. And nope, he had some sort of something against the rest of the management, developers, the staff, and he wanted to start, duping characters like rank 14 PvP characters, great gear, creating gold, selling it to the people that sell gold on the server, which I'm sure if you've noticed on these servers is pretty big. Selling gold is pretty big. It was big in retail, it's big on here too. That's where it broke down. Now, in your opinion, do you think if those two people didn't force the conclusion so quickly, do you think server would have reached that conclusion or that ending eventually, or what?
Say it again, I'm sorry.
So where do you see, in your uncorrupted opinion, what problems do you see? What problems do you see with this sort of content creation, where people host a server, try to make it Blizz-like, maybe open cash shops for cosmetic goods, but they're not really compensated. They play on the server too. They still have to manage it. It's a part-time job. So I guess for some people, it could be a full-time job. What problems do you see with that?
I mean, the problems I see are exactly what happened. The overtaking of it, the corrupting of it. It's just like group of people trying to get together. Somebody's gonna make a monopoly out of it. Somebody's gonna try to take control of it. And somebody's gonna try to get greedy with it. Like what happened. I mean, you're always gonna have people stealing, people backstabbing. I mean, it's hard to not to try to get around all that, I guess. I get rid of.
Well, we can't say that we didn't see this coming. I mean, it's been months, maybe even a year before popular YouTube, Alex Central, he called this. No one liked him for it. People seem to think he's negative, pessimistic, whatever your thoughts are on him. He called it. It happened. He saw it before it happened. No one wanted to believe in. It's kind of what happens when you're the first person to have an unpopular opinion. People just think you're wrong. Well, the truth came out, and Elysium shut down. So that's pretty much where we're at, guys. I'd love to hear everybody's. We'd love to hear everybody's opinions. If you have any questions, you know, comment. We'll check all the comments. Make sure you subscribe. Follow us on Instagram. Same name as YouTube. And that's pretty much all we have for this video. Have a good one, guys.
See ya.